Yo, what's going on with y'all? Welcome to another episode of Big Bro, Little Bro. I'm comedian Lonnie.
And I'm the Flash.
And we have the long anticipated, I have been waiting to get to this mic to tell this story, to do this part. And now that I look at it, I'm like, damn, I should have wore a white shirt. Well, the shirt... This whole ensemble, this is a whole like thing. It's a emotional response.
I like
because that's what we about to get into. The hat, this comes straight off the streets of Panama. This straight from Panama. This
it's from the canal.
From the canal.
Okay.
From the canal.
Okay.
So how you doing? First off,
man, I'm good, man.
Good.
Good, man.
Everybody good. Everybody got the help. How our boy doing? We got to do the check in.
I saw a picture the other day. He's doing well.
Okay.
The swelling's going down. He's been a little more and more responsive.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. So he pulling through. Mm-hmm. He pulling through. I love to hear it. Still praying for him as always. Hey, so as soon as he walk up out of there, we're gonna have to get him on the episode, man. Yeah. When he right. But yeah. So this episode, you say Grace, hey. I say Momma Trauma Part 3. So just Momma Trauma / Grace or Grace Momma Trauma.
Momma Trauma 3. The grace that the grace we show Mama.
The grace we show Mama. So it's about 3 weeks ago now.
Okay.
Went on a family vacation now. Okay. We've been trying to have a family vacation for forever. You know how I'd be like, I check this schedule. I don't really know. And then with the COVID stuff, you don't really know where you can fly to. So we finally picked a place. We picked Panama. Now, me and my sister, we was betting on who my mom was going to, like, which one of the two of us was going to get tired of my mom first. I thought it was my sister. I lost the bet.
Wrong.
So wrong. So we down in Panama. Now, this is one of the first times I was able to, like, actually interact with my mom, but see my mom for the adult she is and not as my mom.
Okay.
So, first off, my mom has a hearing problem. It's undiagnosed. She just can't hear. She can't. I will tell a story. I'll give all the details. She'll go through, ask me all the details a second time. So, that's annoying. I'm just like, I gave you all these details. I said this. I answered these questions. All right, cool. So one day we had dinner and I decided to like ask my mom, like, oh, okay, she got a little boyfriend, whatever. They've been dating for a minute, like 4+ years. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, yeah. So, yeah. Y'all in love? She was like, Oh, I mean, I was like, okay, do you love him though? Like, she was like, no.
See, he cool.
I'm saying like, okay, cool. So then that's what got my wheels turning. I was like, it's giving modern woman.
No, it's not giving modern.
No. I got to explain it. So I was like, it just intrigued. I was like, okay. So then I started asking like, so have you ever been in love? To my mom. And she was like, no, I don't think so. Okay. Then my sister chimed in. She like, I don't think I ever like been in love either. Like, maybe had some, people that I loved or whatever, but I ain't never been in love. And I was like, so what do you think love is? And, my mom started subscribing. She was like, yeah, you got this yearning for this person even when they not there. You wonder what they up to. You miss them, yada, yada. And I was like, I think that's some part of love, but I don't think that's all of love. So we get into the conversation. I'm like, something tells me, go deeper into this. So now I'm like, how do you view men? Like, what's your stance on men? Like, what do you think men are for? And she kind of gave me this face of like, nothing really, but like, she like starts explaining. She's like, oh, like protection. I'm like, okay, cool, security. And she was like nurturing. And I was like, okay, cool. We get into the talk, and then she starts describing the situation that her and her guy had when they were about to make a purchase of like some socks or something. Mm-hmm. He didn't want the socks. She was trying to tell him that it was a good pair of socks and that they was comfy and he should get them. They were on sale. So they get up to the register. He's like, nah, I don't think I want the socks. Now, I guess they just put him on the spot or something like that. So he kind of like just retreated into what he is as a man, just like not really wanting to deal with it or whatever. So then I start talking to my mom, and I'm just like, you know, the situation got a little heated, I guess, just a little hot. And I start talking to her, so I'm like, so like, do you think you should have did something different in that situation? Like, and she was just like, no, I did everything how I was supposed to do it. And I was like, not really. Because if that was your man, you should have reacted different. It's your job as a woman to understand how to communicate to him in a place where he may be struggling, where he's just difficult. Like he just, you know, he just might not be used to being put on the spot. That might be his thing. I don't know what it is. I'm just trying to convert this. And she's just like, yeah, I just walked away from the situation. Now, this is when it gets heated because my sister is like, no, you didn't. You ain't walk away from the situation because we know my mom. My mom don't walk away from those situations.
She'll lie.
Yeah.
She'll lie.
So then I'm like, I get the right idea. I said, so let me just ask you, Mom, like, how much do you invest in your relationships? Like, and just making them better and just you as a person. And she was like, oh, I do a lot of investing. I do a ton of investing. I'm like what? And she was just like, yeah, like, I give people their space to let them figure out their stuff and I walk away from it and I don't deal with it. Like, I just let them. And I was like, that's not it. So then I was like, let me break this down to you. So I'm like, when you want to get better at your job, Mom, what do you do? She's like, I watch training videos. I watch tutorials. I read books. I go to training seminars, all this other stuff. And I was like, so you do that for your relationships? And she was like, yeah, I do that for my relationship. She's like we like backing her into a corner. So she's like getting like all like, yeah, I do it all the time. And I'm like, no, you don't. You don't do that at all. Because what you just described was you let them deal with it. And then so she started getting more defensive. She was like, I let them do whatever they got to do. Cool. I literally look at my sister and I was like, oh, damn, we were fucked from the start. Meaning like my mom can't properly communicate emotions, love, any of that. It just is a foreign concept to her. Like I looked at my mom, so you know that face where like some people be searching for answers? She had nothing. She was clueless on this entire subject of just like bettering yourself as a human towards your relationships. Okay, cool. Now, next day, we go out to the old town Panama. We looking for a Panama hat. That's the goal. Get the Panama hat and just eat some food and drink, have some drinks on the rooftop out there. We go to this Mexican restaurant. Food is good. The guy comes, takes our order. I'm like, let me also get a side of chips and guac. All the food come, fire food. My mom starts eating the chips and guac. Cool, no problem. The bill comes. And she's like looking at the bill because we made my mom pay for everything because we was just fed up. We was just like, yeah, just charge all this to her. So the bill comes, my mom's looking over it and she's just like, this is wrong. Now, mind you, we're in Panama. There's a language barrier because the people speak Spanish, right? So the guy starts getting like a little embarrassed, like, and then he pulls out his phone and try to use like a translator app to translate it. So I'm like, let me see the bill. I take the bill from my mom and I'm like, oh, what's wrong? I see like a $10 charge for my quesadilla, and my sister had something that was like $12, and then the chips and guac. She was like, yeah, the chips and guac. I was like, look at the price. I'm thinking it's astronomical. It's $3.50.
Oh my God.
$3.50. We're over here she's trying to argue to this man that he needs to take this off. I was like, no, I ordered that.
And you ate it.
Yeah, and my sister said, if that's not what we ordered, why when it came to the table, you started eating it? And she was just like, yeah, but I didn't order it. And I was like, I ordered it. So then my sister goes, you owe this man an apology. Cause he's like all red in the face. He kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It's confrontational at this point. And she like, I don't owe him no apology. It's the moral. It's the moral and the principle of this. And I'm like, it's $3.50. Now, if we're talking about $35, we're talking $350. Okay, I can understand that, but it's $3.50. You make more than enough money to not be tripping over something we ate at that. Cool.
It's something I asked for.
As I pointed out numerous times, Mom, I ordered that. So cool. We walk out the store. Now this $3.50 is on my mind. This $3.50 pissing me off because I'm just like, wow, my mom really acted like a crazy. Crazy. So we go to the Panamanian store the hat store. You know, it's a little souvenir shop. I go in there. I'm getting fitted for it. I'm looking at this old lady. She in there. She give me right. She was like, no, your size is 58. She barely speaks English though. So I walk away because I already got my hat picked out, which is this hat right here that y'all see. Player. So I go get some shot glass. Now I guess my mom gets into it with the lady. And I don't know what she got into it about or nothing like that. So my mom comes over to me where I'm at with the shot glasses. And she's like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to get a hat from here. And I'm like, well, where are you going to get a hat from? Because we came for a hat. Like, what are you talking about? The lady then walks around on my left side. And my mom goes like, like that's the exact sound my mom makes to the lady. And I'm like, the fuck is going on? Like, why are you making that sound? That's so weird. Okay, but I'm about to grab a shot glass. So I grab a shot glass, take everything, and then we checking out. My mom walks up because she's paying for this too. She walks up and the lady is checking us out. And then she goes, And I'm like, why do you keep doing that? Like, what is wrong with you? And my mom just goes, yeah, she just got bad customer service and that's what she did to me. And I'm like, do you mean to tell me that you in here acting like a 5-year-old? Yo grown ass is acting like a 5-year-old? So I don't say nothing because we in public. So I'm just like, cool, we're gonna talk about it when we get to the hotel. Whole Uber ride, I ain't got nothing to say. Don't ask me no questions, I ain't got nothing to say. Like she asked me something, yeah, whatever. Get to the hotel. Soon as the door closes and we in the hotel room, I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like I literally like I had to bully my mom in a hotel room to get her to understand like what, like to try to figure out what was wrong. My sister has it on video. I'll probably get her to send it to me so you can see it. But I'm like literally bullying my mom in a hotel. Like, why are you acting like you were like I'm disappointed. You're 58. Why are you acting like this? You're antagonizing this lady who barely speaks English. And then you tripping about $3.50 over some chips and guac.
You antagonize the man.
So I'm sitting here and I'm like, I'm going off. I'm talking about like a good like 25 minutes. Now this is the part of my childhood why this is called Momma Trauma, because my mom used to do this to us. So when we would try to, like now as we were grown, we try to explain to my mom like, yeah, like you remember that one time you did this? Like this is like that bothered us. Like yeah, I don't think you had to do that. My mom doesn't see anything wrong with any of her actions. That's also my problem with my mom. So then I was like, I'm gonna take this opportunity to bully you back. So I'm like, I'm like in her face, like I'm like all like doing the most, like wow, like you couldn't afford $350? That's crazy. Like dang, like what you gonna do? You mad? What you gonna do about it? Like I'm really like in like about like, cause I'm like, you're not gonna put your hands on me. 2,
but why are you antagonizing your mom?
It was the trauma response of like being on the other side of it and me trying to explain to her that like, this is the damage you caused us because you did this. I'm not saying you were a bad mom. That's how she always hear it. Like, that's not what we're saying. We're saying that like, you maybe could have went around this some other ways.
Well, she probably went away the best way she knew how.
And that so on the trip, that's when a lot of things set in for me. It was like, oh, she's really just doing what she knew. Now it took me a while to realize this. And then when I went on the other vacation in Italy, then I was like, oh, okay. And I was able to get to a point of forgiveness. I'm able to extend her grace now. But when I tell you, boy, just seeing my mom and dad for just humans that I interact with, as opposed to like my parents, is so different. It changes everything.
See, number one, I'm trying to see where I can go with this. Well, you shouldn't be trying to bully and antagonize your mom.
For sure.
Because, it's good that you had a conversation with your mom about like the things that you kind of don't like.
Yeah.
And what we all can work better on, you know?
And that's my part. Like, that's the thing. Me and my sister have always come from a place of like trying to better my mom and just trying to get her to understand certain things. Like I would be a disservice. It's like how we say, like, I learn from you, you learn from me, right? I would be doing a disservice if I have this knowledge and I'd not try to at least tell my mom about it, somebody I care about. But it's like her response to it is what kind of set the trigger off.
Her response to everything.
Yeah. It kind of just like her emotional response. It's the shirt. Mm-hmm. It just, And it's funny because I've been talking about this for the last 2 weeks. I'm literally watching humans evolve, because when I look at my mom and my dad, they don't have this. It's like they were missing a component. Like they weren't born with this. But like the emotional awareness is only more in like the.
But the thing is, you wasn't born with it either. You just live in a world now that everybody care about what you think.
Okay.
They come from a world that no one cares about what you think. Kids should be seen, not heard. You know.
Okay.
So you understand. You gotta stay in Mama Grace, man, because your mom didn't know that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like my mom had me at 15, bro. You know how much trauma I've endured my childhood.
Yeah.
And like when I had it with my therapist and like counselors, just different things, I had to unpack a lot of that. And I understand mom just did what mom thought would work. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, I'm just trying to think. Like, do you remember your mindset at 15?
Dude, I remember my mindset at 15. Like,
so I'm thinking like bringing a kid into it had to be hard.
I always had grace for my mama. I always, because that's the type of kid I was. See, I come from being humble. Like remember the episode we did, coming in last? I was always last. I was always the pass around kid. You know what I'm saying? Like I be at this auntie house this weekend, this one this weekend, my uncle house this weekend.
It was like a village, literally, that right?
No, literally, like I was a pass around kid. Then in the summer I'd be in Florida. So I was never stationary. I never had stability.
Okay.
So that's why when I got older, I fought so hard for my individuality, so I can be free of all things. That's why I don't like being bothered. I remember after being homeless, when I got in high school, I never blamed my mom for anything. And I'm using this for a reason.
No, keep talking.
And when we came from being homeless, finally got a house. I remember somebody wanted me to go over their house. I was like, I ain't going. And my mom said, no, he been sleeping in somebody's sofas and floors for 3 years.
He want to enjoy his.
He don't want to do that. That's why I enjoy my stuff. But the thing about, we're talking about our mothers. I mean, you've done this, but the average black person don't extend their father the same grace.
For sure.
You're here because your mama made that decision.
For sure.
Not because your dad had sex with your mama. Let me say that again for the people in the back. You're here because your mama made that decision, not because your dad had sex with your mama. Because the other 5 guys had sex with your mama. Your mama you don't got 5 brothers and sisters with different daddies. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, this is the mama trauma, man. You just gotta figure out how to extend the same grace to dad.
Yeah.
Dad doesn't have the same love. For Father's Day, you college niggas that have Father's Day, my nigga. For Mama's Day, the mall be packed. You go buy the same damn card that you bought last year.
Yep.
But if you go back and forth, go back to what you were saying is a lot of traumas came from mama. So if you really, really thought about it, the traumas that add up that you went through with your mom, you won't be buying her nothing.
Yeah.
You'll be like, you done took everything from me. I can't afford to buy you nothing.
Yep.
Get what I'm saying?
And that was my chance of that was like my chance of like.
So did you feel good about that?
I did in the moment. And then I kind of got to a point of like I had to, I felt like I had to cut off both my sister and my mother. Like after the trip, I was like, I just need to.
You need a mama sister break.
Yeah, but it was like a hardcore sever of just like I gotta like detach from y'all because both of them are and remember going back. This is why this is so important, y'all. So this is really like a therapy session. Hopefully y'all still watching. Like, comment, subscribe. But you remember when I would say how I felt like I wanted to be with two women because I was
your whole life
raised.
you've been with two women.
And then sitting down there talking to my sister, two who identify as alpha women, I was like, this is where I get that from, which is unhealthy because I don't want this.
You date the opposite.
I like to start like prior to my last. I like to date busybodies like my mom.
Yeah, but the thing is, the alphaness, quote unquote, that's why you date something outside of that because you've already endured that.
Yeah, it took me a while to work through it.
To understand the signs.
Yeah. So like I started this and then I was looking for something else, but I never really knew what I was looking for, quote unquote. And and this is, I don't want this conversation to even sound like it's just disrespect towards my mom at all, because I love the woman dearly. She is
she mama.
She's one of the key ones responsible who gave you the man who is Lonnie Smith. That's actually a line from my upcoming series. But it's just understanding her, understanding the effects of all of this and what it grew into. Because my mom's not feminine. My mom she's not feminine in any sort. So when I first seen a woman who was feminine, it threw me off.
Or you seen something that looked like femininity and you haven't understood it yet. It goes all ways.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. And I used to attribute a lot of my failed relationships because of my relationship with my mom.
Yeah, because that's your first relationship.
Yep. And even talking to my sister, so how I am on my mom, my sister is on my dad. Like I forgave my dad. I was just like, oh, this nigga, he really doesn't know any better. Like he was like, you talk about the American dream, what they like crafted for, like my dad is that to the T. Like just get a factory job and you just work and that's it.
But here's the thing though, we act like that's a bad thing.
It's not.
Sometimes them working the factory jobs, moms putting the work or wherever they work at, they did that for you to have the ability to do what you want to do.
Mm-hmm. And I say that to be like, just like, you know how it was more so like the mindset, I was using that to get to the mindset. Like my dad is just, that's all he knows. He knows go to work, come home, and like,
no, he know
that's
provide.
it.
He know
and provide.
No, he know provide.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like that's it.
I'm married. I got some children. I got to provide.
Yeah. There's no more to fatherhood to him.
But that's how most father. A-Rod said the same thing about his dad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That entire generation.
That's how dads operate. See,
you think so?
This new ideal of dad is he can work 70 hours a week, take mama out on dates, come to all the games.
Yeah, I don't believe that man exists. No, not that.
That's the point. He can't. No, though. And the thing is, when you got mouths to feed and a wife, you can't dream. You have now.
You got to do what
you have now took the ability to dream away because of an error in misjudgment.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that you don't supposed to be able to dream. That's why you're supposed to take care of That's why you're supposed to take care of what you got to take care of first. Then become.
Okay, well, let me ask you this, because like I don't feel like you I don't feel like you're that kind of dad. I feel like you're a very more like.
No, here's the thing.
Like, well, how would you classify your like?
No, I'm the same way. Like, I don't get to go on vacations. I don't get to do nothing.
No, not like that. Like, just the style of
even the way you understand something. The way I am, I always been like this. Mm-hmm. Even before Langston. Like, I always been like this. Mm-hmm. I always been structured because I come from my mother. Mm-hmm. I come from structure. Okay. My mom used to go to work my mom used to work for New York Life. She used to write the policies and do their accounting. Mm-hmm. New York Life, they closed down a lot of them in Atlanta. My mom used to work there, right? She used to be at work at 6-something in the morning. So she used to give me a list. So the first time she used to have to go to work early, I got to get up, get myself ready for school, get my sister ready for school, make sure we eat, walk her to school, then go to school. See, I always had responsibility. Okay. So I always had structure. Okay. And I always had a job. I was never one of the kids. I was never late to my job. That's why I'm never late for my appointments. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm late for my appointment, it gotta be something going on. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I come from structure, and the structure happened traumatically for my mom, but it helped me out in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So me being a dad, like people say, the cool. I mean,
and I'm
like let me tell you something.
How to explain?
Let me tell you. No, I get exactly what you're saying, because I was gonna be a dormant dad because I was a dormant husband. But that's not how I am down to my deep core. So it wasn't gonna work. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Me being normal and average wasn't gonna work for me.
Okay.
See, I come from everybody treating me average. Everybody expected me to not fail. Me never having nothing. I never had a lot of cheerleaders. You know what I'm saying? And people like, yeah, I cheer for you. Nah, I remember you was looking at me sideways like I wasn't gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't feel no way about that. See, I learned a long time ago to put I had to put my grown man clothes on at 13. I had grown man pants at 13. When them folks had to come take our stuff out their house. We had to go put our stuff in that storage. At that very moment, kid went away. So I missed a lot of childhood. So a lot of people got a lot of childhood memories that I don't have.
Yours just went straight to grown.
Mine went straight to grown. So that's why I react and act like a grown man. Because when most cats was in college, I was in school, but I was kicking it. You know what I'm saying? I want to be around them other guys. I wasn't one of them other guys, so I ain't gonna be on here lying. But I want to be around them other guys. You know what I'm saying? Like with this Paid in Full, Lulu, you dress nice.
Okay. Yeah, and that makes sense. I guess and this is obviously me just looking, from the outside in, of course. The interactions I do see with you and Langston, but yeah, I just feel like you just maybe like I just feel like you're just more is self-aware, like even you take mental health serious. Like my dad he knows suffrage.
But you remember, black people know suffrage. That's why when the thing about having babies outside of wedlock,
fair enough,
they rather the suffrage.
Fair enough.
You said it, but you said it incorrectly. And that clip has gone around. It goes around, and the whole time I'd be like, "That's not what he's saying. That's not what he's saying. That's not what he's saying. That's not what he's saying." But that's all we know is suffrage. Yeah. All we know is the struggle. And people be like, "Yes," like when people be like, "Well, I'm a single mother with 2 kids, and I'm working 4 jobs to have. I need to be saluted and patted on the back. I need a spa day." And you be like this. You didn't have to do that. You chose. Those are the choices that you chose. And now you deal with the consequences. Just like the Sierra.
You got to stand on that.
Just like the Sierra and the Russell thing. It's popped back up. Former Miami Dolphins football player Channing Crowley said.
How you feel about that? You think you're right?
He was exactly right. See, black women don't want to hear that. That, okay, you had to go choose. It just so happened Miss Sierra called Prince Charming. You know what I'm saying? Because like me and my homegirl had a conversation one day. I said, "What if Russell worked at Home Depot and was a distro manager? Would y'all treat him the same way that y'all parade him now?" No. And another thing, it's like he is I don't know the brother. So I don't know if he corny or not, but get what though? That white girl left his ass. See, the white girl left him, and all of a sudden somebody gonna say, "Well, God just made him for Sierra to make him happy." Like, we live in this world like black to Momma Trauma that you can't judge mama and you can't say y'all wrong. You can't say them females wrong. You can't say no female is out of order. You can't say a female is not together, because when you say that, you down in your females. Just like what Jada just said, I didn't need no protection. I told you last week what was gonna happen. She didn't need, and she came out and said, I didn't need no protection.
He overreacted.
He overreacted. This man about to lose it all. He about to lose it all. And that's the issue with Momma Trauma. Because the biggest manipulators of black boys is their mama.
I believe that.
Because you manipulate this man to make you feel like his job is to take care of you. You had him for him to take care of you. I got work hard for mama don't have to work no more. And mama spend all your money. Just like the basketball, what's the basketball player from DC? Oh, I can't remember the name.
She feel entitled to it.
You know, what's the guy who played for the Heat? Michael Beasley. Mike Beasley said, man, his mama spend his money. Philip Buchanan, I remember he got drafted. He said, mama said she wrote an invoice for $1 million, and this is how much it cost me to raise you.
Wow.
So when your mama treats you like that, to your point, when you have that kind of relationship with your mama, you have a love-hate relationship with women.
Yep.
Because you don't know what love looks like or feels like. And because you said her and your sister are alpha, because you've been in two relationships with your mom and your sister. You're just like me. I'm the same way. My mom, my sister.
Yep.
Hey, one person 15 this way, and one person almost 9, 10 this way. You feel what I'm saying? Because I've been stuck in the middle. So when you don't get that understanding from mama, you don't know how to love nobody.
That's exactly what I felt like had always plagued me in my relationship, because I didn't understand it. And I don't like, I had this conversation the other day. It's just like, it's just accountability for the women and their actions. Theirs is always justified in something. It's always like how my mom responds, well, you know what I'm saying? I did the best I could. And it's just like, no, it's okay to say like, I was wrong. I shouldn't have did this. Like there is always an excuse.
But that's people though. They ain't just mamas. But a lot of times it is mamas. So let me say that first. Yeah. A lot of times mamas ain't gonna tell you they sorry. Yeah. You're not gonna get an apology from mama.
But it's like there's no even accountability with women among women.
But women don't look for women for accountability. They look to women for praise. Just like, perfect example, I'm gonna use the Sierra thing one more time. Sierra is a baby mama. So in being a baby mama, let me say this, the criteria is this. Okay, you get divorced from your husband, you're not a baby mama. That means y'all was married, y'all divorced. If a nigga lied to you, put a baby in you and told y'all that y'all gonna be a family, and he was picking up baby names, he in the hospital with you, and he talking about some y'all gonna be together forever, and you have his baby, he'll suck a nigga for doing you like that.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? But if you just having sex for somebody for 2 months or 1 month or whatever, you know what I mean? And you decide to give this man the biggest gift ever to have his baby, because it's up to you to have his baby. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but you know he not gonna be around because he told you that. You can't look to him. Just like the thing you sent me not too long ago when a girl said, "Well, I won't call that child dad for nothing," and you was like, "Well, you know, that was what you say. That was her ego."
Did I say that? I just felt like it was stupid. Yeah, and her ego. I did say that. I did. Yeah, you're right. It was stupid and her ego talking. And
I was like, now she stood on solid. You decide to do it, you gotta stand on solid. See, we don't. That's the accountability that the world we live in.
Mm-hmm. But I guess my problem is like you disadvantage the child.
But the thing is, they don't care because they want to prove to themselves they can do it.
Even if they failing at it.
Most time they're failing at it. But the thing is, and here's the thing, and if it's a little boy, he gonna be like this. But my mama worked so hard to help me.
Hear that all the time.
And it's like this, just like when I saw some thing one time, I sent it to you. I said the girl said that I like to be seen because my dad had another family outside of me. Mm-hmm. No, why you didn't say your mom was a side chick that had a baby with a nigga who was married? Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Like this.
There's no accountability for women.
Like this.
I'm like, nobody is like, why ain't you, like.
It's like this. It's like this. They scared to say, hey, my mama made a bad decision having me because she knew this man had a wife. She knew this man had a family. Then my mama had the audacity to go to the man's house and ask him why she ain't invited. Because she ain't one of his wife's children. Anything outside this house ain't got nothing to do inside this house. Outside over there, when they hang out. Remember when Nino told G Money on New Jack City, you go talk to Mr. Washington over there. Not right here. You go talk to Mr. Washington around the corner. Uh-huh. You know what I'm saying? So,
Man, that's the part that gets me. And I'm just like, what are we doing here?
Because are you asking yourself, if the mama's policing you, who policing the mamas? God?
Yeah.
God?
I guess. I guess at this point.
They said God.
And I'm like, we just like, y'all don't even recognize the position that y'all are in. Like, women are like the most coveted, and then black women on that, niggas be walking around on eggshells around black women now.
Sure the fuck do.
This shit is crazy. I be watching niggas who are having a tough time navigating black women just because it's just crazy. It's ridiculous. The standard is so high that women can't even keep up with their own standard. That's my problem.
But women, it ain't women's fault. It's these pedestalizing behind ass niggas. Let me tell you something. I hate when I see a nigga talk about their girl. I hate to hear it. You know why? Mm-hmm. Because they would act like they was so fucking lost in the depths of the sea. Like he was drowning and he was like a caveman and her love made him be as great as possible. Yeah. But this nigga has paid for everything for 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I hate it, bro. It cringes me. They be like, man, you changed me. Loving you helped me be better. I be like this, nigga, what were you doing before?
But you don't think that a woman can make a man better?
Nigga, yes and no. Ain't nobody talking about she changed you. She changed me because at first when I met her, I was wearing Dunks. Then I started wearing Jordan 1s because
Now I'm over here. And my sock shoe.
Yeah.
You don't even?
Yeah, like
you're not even in Nikes no more. You over here wearing some authentic wear. Like
she changed me. And the problem is, how many times back in the days, I love love songs.
Uh-huh.
Back in the days, the love songs be the woman talking about she loved him because he is different and she want to be a wife for him and all this kind of stuff, right? Mm-hmm. We don't hear that now. Oh, hell we hear a nigga got to step up to her. That's why, man, I get so tired of listening to women talk saucy on the phone. Talking about, because I'm about my bag. And
if it ain't about the money.
And I'm saying like this. I'm saying like this. Who you been talking to?
Man, put your dick away.
Put it up.
Girl.
I've been watching you.
Bro, they be coming. It's like girls show up to the dinner date with the.
She got a strap.
Damn.
Hey, what the girls say? They showing straps.
Man.
They showing nudes and straps.
Yeah, the way they be coming to the table, I'm like, hell, you ain't even let me see who all up in here before you. Like, come on now.
Yeah, they be acting, hey, bro. They be acting how I post, but I can't stand.
Bruh, I listened to Mulatto, her album just dropped, and I was like, I probably shouldn't do this shit. Because I know that the man in me. I'm not saying the girl can't rap or nothing like that.
She can rap.
It sounds great,
but
just some of the stuff that she talking about.
But here's the crazy thing though. But this the same woman that said, I be wanting nigga do business, but they be want to fuck me. All your songs talking about how you gonna ride some dick like a and you gonna suck and you gonna and all, a nigga want to see.
Yeah.
She mad because nigga want to see.
I'm trying to see what you talking about.
I'm trying to see what you talking about. You mad at me?
You mean to tell me that was I'm trying to see what that mean? I'm trying to see what that mean like.
I ain't never had that before.
Man.
I'm trying to see what that's like.
And my thing about it is, she was like, she came to the table and was just like, oh, because I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna speak on it. I ain't afraid to say it. I ain't gonna name no names though, but one of the
you
how you gonna keep it 100, but you ain't gonna name the person. Names. And then I'm like, okay, I only think it can be one of two people. Oh, obviously one of two people. And at first I was like, I could see Kodak. I could also see Lil Wayne. But I didn't wasn't for sure, but I was just like, she had like 6 features. And I was like, out of them, I was like, yeah, if I could narrow it down, because I could see Wayne just being the goated of a person, just be like,
suck it, fuck it, put that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I could just see that. And hey, that's him. I ain't here to knock his cup or whatever. However, the other person I could see with Kodak, because I could just see Kodak just being like, man, I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like how Kodak be. And then I'm also thinking like, maybe it didn't really come off like that.
Yeah, because Kodak said he knew the person fake, but he still ate him.
Super gremlin.
He a super gremlin.
Oh, that's my shit right there. That's my shit. Oh, he went too hard. Kodak, I ain't never even really listened to Kodak, but he hard.
We could have been superstars. Nah, man, but I wish us as black men, no, take that back. I wish us as black people, men and women, gave mama hold mama to the standard that they hold daddy. Like I want to get to a point. I want to get to a question that you can question Big Mama, not disrespect Big Mama, but and not shun on Big Mama. But sometimes you can question some things Big Mama do.
Yeah.
Like this, and like even though you're in a child's place. As an adult, you got to question Big Mama so you won't make the same mistakes.
Yeah, I feel like you should be able to get some understanding from Big Mama.
Get some understanding.
Yeah, get some straight. Let's just
get some straight.
Yeah.
But the thing is, let's give Dad the same grace you give Mama. Mama knew that Daddy wasn't damn working for real, and she decided to have your ass anyway, and struggle and complain about your dad not working. He wasn't working when your mama was upside down on him. All of a sudden, because now, because she want him to be the daddy, he got to grow up. Instead of just letting the grown up man be the daddy.
And I see people going crazy on the post of the one where I said
that's it. That's what I'm talking
the baby
about.
Mamas. Women would rather be baby mamas than wives.
That's what I'm talking about.
And I don't understand how it's not factual.
But get what though? All the women, so many women said yeah, but the women still argue with us, saying no. Like, girl, like, did you see sis down here say yes? Hey, sister said yes.
Like y'all are, and if this is the reason why, this is exactly why women would rather be baby mamas over the wife. This is the rationale behind that. Because if that was the case, y'all wouldn't be having kids out of marriage. Y'all would require marriage before the kid. Y'all are clearly choosing this instead of this to get this.
But and
then you're just asked out.
Hey, but then they say, well, your mama and your daddy divorced each other. They didn't work out, you know.
Yeah, then it comes all of this. Cool. Yeah. They are divorced and they didn't work out. Yeah. I'm here to recognize that I just said all this about my mother Trump, and I'm sitting here like, How can y'all not see this? This is the case. This is what's happening. There's even memes about people saying like, what is it? Wife is temporary, a baby mama's forever.
Yeah. Hey, I saw one thing saying
like this all impacts the culture.
The chick said, I don't be making no man no plate. But you gave a nigga a baby, but you won't make him a plate.
But this where y'all draw the line. Y'all draw the line at plates.
Could that some wife do? But you gave him a baby? Could that ain't something wife do?
Man, I just see it and I'm just be like, we just trying to get y'all to kind of recognize this. That's it. We just would like for y'all to just recognize this so then we can actually work on fixing the problem. We had got problems on our side as well. There's a lot of problems on the men's side.
We won't fix the problem because one side won't acknowledge that it is a problem. And the other side is saying, hey, there's a problem. But when the other side says it's a problem, they put it on one side. When women say it's a problem, they put it on us. When we say it's a problem, but I wanna lead you. But are you able to listen? Then women say stuff like, "Oh, if you can teach."
If he was a good enough leader, I wouldn't have to listen.
Get whatever. But hell, apparently
he would make me listen. Man.
Apparently, you damn near 40. You ain't listen to nobody. You ain't follow nobody yet. You ain't follow Jesus.
This dude isn't here.
You ain't follow Jesus. You got these 2 kids out of wedlock, so you ain't follow Jesus. That's in the Word.
And Eve didn't follow God.
That's on Mary. That's on Mary had little lamb.
Yeah. Yeah.
You better tell Martha not to moan. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I always go back to the point of I feel like women will always inevitably be the downfall of men. Yes. Because we were programmed that way from the start.
Yeah, the wrong one. The right woman at the right time can take whatever you got going on to the moon. But the wrong woman at the wrong time will destroy you.
Hear me out.
Go ahead.
I think all of them are the wrong one to an extent, right? But I say this only with this of context. Adam and Eve, God created Eve from Adam, and she was the downfall of him. That means God created something that would take him down. God created this, the perfect sentient being, right? Created this person who did not listen to his own instruction.
That is crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, God created this.
That is crazy.
And she didn't listen. So it's like, no, it's just this is just will always be the fall of man. Yes, there's ones that will kill you off quicker, right? But then there's ones that'll be good for you for your long term, but eventually it'll be your downfall.
These women, alcohol, making bad decisions, will all cause trauma in your life. Mm-hmm. And I've had all those traumas. Mm-hmm. That's why, bro, I don't be want to go outside no more.
Man, what?
That's why, man, I had a campaign for the last 5 years. I'm sick of these hoes.
World tour. You ain't gonna date me to death?
But you ain't gonna date me.
Hey, you gotta drop all the taglines.
Hey, you ain't gonna date me to death, you know what I'm saying? And somebody gonna get their work.
I gotta even ask you about this. Is kind of a little pivot of it, but it was just a debate that I was having. Because the young lady I'm talking to, she like feels as if was watching Godfather, Kevin Samuels, and he was talking about the whole like women shouldn't drink or do hookah, right? Mm-hmm. But I was trying to explain to her that in the context, he was saying that if a man's paying for this and y'all going on a date, like you should not be drinking a man under the table. Like you shouldn't be ordering 5, 6, 7 drinks, like 2.
Yeah.
But you also shouldn't be doing this bad, terrible behavior if you want a high value man, right?
If you want a real man, men,
mm-hmm.
They ain't high value. Men, mm-hmm. We don't want to go out and you barely got something on. So every 10 niggas want to grab you, touch you, hug you, touch you. Now I got to fight one of these niggas. Because you gonna look at me crazy. So you going to be like, oh, it ain't that serious. But you look at me like you're a damsel in distress. I don't know which one to do. I don't know where to fight these niggas or let you just do the hair you need to do.
Listen.
If I let you do the hair you need to do, therefore, now you acting like.
Listen, I just started dating bad bitches. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you.
I know.
I'm gonna be little bro to the fullest right now. I just start fucking bad bitches, right? And I was like, damn. I was like, I ain't been in here that long. Like, nigga, the problems that come with bad, it's different. Them problems, big, different. And I was not really ready for it. Like, I was ready, but not ready. Because I had never just been in those instances. Man, that's a whole different thing. So, like you saying, when you go out.
But you know the key to dating bad bitches?
Treat them like they regular.
Not only that. Show them that you a bad motherfucker, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Let me say something. Because when they so busy being bad and they realize that somebody with them colder, they be like this. Let me fall in line. But
yeah, I used to put the pussy on a pedestal.
But most men do.
Man, nigga, it's so hard to kick that
motherfucker. Because we come from single mothers. Get what up?
Damn.
Like I said,
that
baby
trauma.
Mama trauma. But like this, but you don't want to see mama cry. Everything for mama.
Boy, cape on.
Hey, so get what up? So every woman, like they said about Will Smith, I couldn't protect my mama. So therefore, I want to protect every woman that's around me. Man, so my mama had to work so hard. So therefore, my job is to do X, Y, Z. No, that's not your job, young man. Because you want to do that for mama. It's commendable. Your mama should have had that's your mama's husband job.
Are you saying it sounds like our mother should have been a better picker?
Yes. That's your mama husband. See, the problem is
you should have selected better.
The problem is you're a boyfriend and husband. You somebody else's boyfriend and husband. You your mama boyfriend and husband. Yeah. Then you had a conflict of interest at your house because your wife's telling you that it's stuff you do here, and you saying, well, what about my mama? That's why I say a man's supposed to leave and cleave.
And you saying like sever ties? You saying?
No, not even sever ties. But mama who's an adult mama will understand that you got your own family going on over there.
Yeah.
I don't need to be included in what you got going on with your family. I'm tell you the best movie to depict black people in the 21st century.
What?
Baby Boy. BT whitewashed it so much that you lost all the messages in it. Tyrese wasn't able to actually grow up. Remember, the older brother got killed. Mama never moved out of grandma's house. Tyrese had a baby mama over here and a baby mama over here. He had picked the other baby mama from the clinic. You know what I'm saying? The baby mama had a good job. She had a good job in a car. And she had the baby taking him to daycare, XYZ. But she was over there giving some loving to a nigga who stayed with his mama. Remember his homeboy Omar? There was a dude dirt house. So I walk around here mad all the time. I'm at my girl mama house. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rotting in jail because when he went to jail, he was young. Now he old. Calling his young girl, calling the girlfriend he had when he was young. Because he never grew. You know what I'm saying? And Vin Rain was a nigga who in and out of jail, had kids, did other things, but he was trying to start over. And when Tyrese was trying to bring up his past, that's why he snapped. He said, "Nigga,
make me go back to the old man.
I'm trying to be a better person." And the mama basically trying to say, you need to follow him for him to show you how to be a better person. I'm telling you, man, that movie is so deep. They had that John Singleton, man. R.P. John Singleton.
Yep. I think that's fair. I think that's a fair, yeah.
So I just want us to give dad the same grace we give mama.
Yep. Yeah, I'm there now. That was the last little piece I needed to move forward of my past childhood, and I got over it.
But I'm proud of you because in this last year, you don't move forward with so many different things.
Yeah. And you know what's so funny? Just a quick little, I'm gonna share a good story about my mom. Like, I had got an invite to David Shan's, the Sleepers for Suckers. He had an all white party. Mm-hmm. It's like I guess you could say a celebrity studded event. The invitation was really nice, really nice. Folded out, and it was like they put some money in it. It was like one of them Tyler Perry-esque invitations. So my mom comes and I got the invitation out. And she's like, oh my God, this is really nice. And I was like, mm-hmm. And then she walked over to the couch. And then she got back up. Remar, did you understand? That's my middle name, what she called me. Remar, do you understand? Like, this is really nice. Oh my God, like you got invited to this. Like, who is it? So she started asking me stuff. I'm just like, oh, it's the dude, he do a podcast. Yada, yada, yada. And she was like, oh, okay. And then she keep bringing it up. And then she finally gets the courage and she's like, can I have this? And I was like, the invitation? Like, you want the invitation? Yeah, I want to take it back because it's just so nice. And I was like, yeah, like it meant so much to her. And it was the fact that she had put me in this position to like get this. And she was just like so enamored with it because she didn't understand that I was like kind of becoming a little bit of celebrity. But seeing it, it just
that goes back to what I'm saying. That's why I told you gotta give mama grace. You know though? Mama coming around.
Yeah.
Hey man, right now in this world we live in right now, we gotta give everybody grace and mercy. Mm-hmm. That's what all we gotta do.
She got it.
Grace and mercy.
She got it. Cause as soon as she hit me last what was 3 days ago, she was like, hey, can I use your Amazon account? I started to tell her no. I was like, go ahead, Mom, go ahead. Just you can get what you're gonna get. Just make sure it just gets sent to your house. That's all that. Like, and it was fine. So I was like, and I talked to my therapist about it, and she was just like, "Oh, I'm really proud to hear this." But that was the last piece of like trauma I had from my childhood that I felt was always holding me back. Yeah. But it's healed.
That was the last piece of Momma Trauma.
Yeah, that was the last piece of Momma Trauma.
Trust me, man. I had to deal with Momma Trauma. I had to deal with that Momma Trauma. Mm-hmm. Oh Jesus.
Yep.
Yeah. Though.
So, Mom, to you, I love you. Thank you for that. And I had to. She got the grace extended now. Hey. I'm good.
I love you, Mom, too.
I'm good. I'm good.
Hey, man, this is a good episode, man.
Yeah. We're talking that talk.
Momma Trauma 3. Hey, we got a couple more. We're gonna go live this week. Probably Tuesday, Thursday, one of them days. We're gonna go live.
Hey, you over social media duty. That's you. I relinquish it.
I don't.
You good at it? I'm
not good at it.
I'm terrible. I'm learning from you. I'm letting you do this.
I'm learning from my clients. They're teaching me how to do it. I'm like this.
Hey man, I'm telling you, keep doing. Just keep learning, please. Like please, I promise you. Like I'm gonna do this part. Like just take care of social media. I swear to God, we're gonna be fire.
It's because it's weird. Because I'll be like, I'll be like, how you do this,
bro? I swear to God, you're doing a phenomenal job. Just keep going. Keep going. Man.
I am the Flash.
Comedian Lonnie.
And we out. 51.
Peace.